Welcome back to The Final Approach. And you find me in the research section, and I'm just trying to decide what to spend our lovely science on from last time. And I know the rule is that I have to get this one, but I don't want that one because aerodynamics. So I'm going to let myself get wheels, because I think that lets me, if I get these wheels, it lets me complete one of our tasks, which is to get that rover. And if I get that rover, then I don't know. We've got a rover on Minmus. I don't really want to have to drive it around Minmus too much, but we would have a rover on Minmus, which would be cool. And we could drive it to the flats, and we could try and find stuff. I could do that off camera because it would be the most boring thing ever. Alternatively, I could install a mod. I could install a mod to do that. I don't really want to though. I'm trying to keep this entirely stock, but I could drive around Minmus. You could have an episode of me driving around Minmus, discussing the ice cream moon and how sorbet is a wonderful thing. And I'm not really a big sorbet eater. I don't know. Alternatively, let's have a look at the other missions that we have. They keep giving me these outposts on the surface of Mun. So we've got Explore Minmus. We could technically get Explore Minmus. So this is rendezvous 2 vessels in. Oh, now. Rendezvous 2 vessels. Okay. Is it? Plant a flag on Minmus. That if I did like an Apollo style Minmus mission, that would be quite cool. Go down, get the buggy set up, fly back up, dock, sit there because I don't need to worry about it. And do I need to come home? I don't need to come home. Park 2 vessels next to each other around Minmus. What could go possibly wrong? Okay. So we've got that. We've got the green sandstone that is on Minmus, I believe, because pick it up, return to Kerbal, so that's great flats, Right. Oh, can you put a scanning arm in something? Baobab tree, scanner Munstone. So I've got a scanner Munstone and bring Munstone back. So we need a rover with an arm, and I need to land it in the right place. That's underway. The surface of the Mun rescue is something else I need to do. So I think we're going to go to Minmus. We're going to do the Explore Minmus whilst we fix a rover, I think. Yeah, I think we're going to do that. So let us go have a look at the rover and see what we need. Right, I have my pad and paper out. Now we need to actually figure out what we need for this. So it needs 3 wheels. That's first thing. What else does it need? It's got solar panels there, but I wouldn't mind some fixed solar panels as well. So we maybe need some solar panels. It doesn't have any batteries. I don't see any batteries, so we need some batteries because it's going to get cold, and it's also at an interesting position if I remember rightly. Right, we've got a load of these here for some reason. I'm not entirely sure why they are there. We've got a couple of mystery goos, which is nice to have. We got those, but I'm not sure why we have these ports. We don't have any RCS to use with them, I don't think. We've got a little bit from here, actually. Its electric charge is dying, so it's going to be deed soon. It has, what are these? Are these lights? Spotlights. Ooh, can I make them red? No, stop that. Right. I could actually shine them red, and that would make it easy to find. And we go, oh, what's that? Is that strip lights? Oh, that's nice. It's red. Yeah, I don't need to see what's going on there, and then that's good. Right, so we definitely need the wheels. We definitely need solar panels to go with these, because these might be broken, although if we send an engineer down, we could fix them. We need some batteries, definitely. I don't think we need anything else, though. Maybe a docking port? Can I put a docking port on it, is the question, because I don't want to leave it. Oh, now. Do they have to be in orbit when 2 craft come near each other? Let us check that. I've just had a thought. Where are we? Where is the mission? Where's the explore? In orbit. That's annoying. Because technically, if we landed near this thing, it would be rendezvoused, wouldn't it? Right. So I think that's all we need. We need 3 wheels, some solar panels, and some batteries. We could send down a scientist, and then we could attach some science stuff to it. That's an idea, isn't it? Let's do that as well. Right. Or we could just not bother with that. Anyway, let's oh, an arm, rover arm. Can you put rover arms on this? Yeah. Can we fit a rover arm on this vehicle? And can we actually put it in the storage? Right, so let's go and let's go build ourselves a craft. Right, we have the Swede 3, and I'm just wondering if I'm just wondering if we rip out this storage unit and send that as the main body of the craft, and then we also send up, maybe we put some more fuel on it. We also send up like a lander that has this on it, as well as like a lander can. Lander can next to there with a docking port. Wham bam, sorted. But this can do all of the rendezvous, so I don't have to put the RCS and things like that on the lander. That is a nice idea. I like that. Yes, I like that a lot. So we'll keep this as it is, but get rid of this bit here. And we're actually going to put on another fuel tank, because I will probably need more push to get it to Minmus. And I'm guessing fuel loads now, which is never a good idea. In fact, yeah, that's never a good idea. Right, that needs to be repositioned again because it's now out of position. There we go. And these things need to be moved. So we'll put those on like so. Cool. Thank you. All the way up to there. And this needs coloured differently, obviously, because it couldn't possibly have non-orange. There we go. Right, so we know this thing is probably capable of doing what it needs to do. That's giving it a vast amount of strength now, isn't it? Yeah. So I think that's going to be okay. So that's Swede 4. Okay, that's going to go up. We're going to put that in orbit of Kerbin. And then we're going to send something up to dock to it, and this is going to push, but it's going to push both of those things. Oh, now when we deliver our craft to this, I don't want this doing the docking because it's going to be too long, so we need like a separate component. So save that. Let me build something for landing, I think. Right, so I have decided we're going to keep the launch stage from the Swede. I've redone stuff to keep that like it is, and we've put a lander can here, and I'm just thinking, right, okay, I'm actually going to put RCS on this because I actually want it to be able to actively dock, which does mean we have two craft with RCS that don't need it, but you know, it doesn't matter, so we'll do that. It doesn't need a lot, so that's not going to be a problem. We'll just actually, I don't need that yet. Right, it has a reaction wheel in it, so that's not a big issue. We want to first of all have a docking port on top of it as well, because it's going to need to dock. It's going to need some solar panels of some sort, so we need those. There we go. Let's chuck one on there for now to remind me that it needs solar panels. It is going to need to store some materials as well, so let's see what we can actually get if we put this on here. Right, nice and easy. What can I put in there? Do I have my wheels? Where are my wheels? I didn't get them. Right, let's go and actually select them, and then we can actually put them on the craft. Right, I have put some wheels in. We need 3 wheels, I believe, and I've put them in, and it's almost filled up the space in here. That's actually quite staggering. So we wanted to look for rover arms and things like that. What do I have? I've got the light scanning arm. I've got the medium scanning arm. Do these fit in here? Oh, they do. Oh, that's good. So I could actually... That does not. Okay. So I've got that. What else did we need? We needed some solar panels. Batteries was the important one. Remember the batteries? 1, 2, 3, 4. And I want some solar panels. 1, 2, 3, 4. That's that. And then we looked at some science stuff. Let's see what science stuff we have. I would like, let's see, surface scanning module. How much did that cost me, weight-wise? That's not bad. We've got a pressure barometer already. Probably have a thermometer, would be quite handy. Seismic accelerometer, that'd be nice. That's not going there, don't need that. Can't get a Science Junior attached because it won't. How much is it got? Is that? Yeah, it's big. It's a biggie. What about a magnetometer boom? Does that? Where does that work? Does it? I don't know. I don't know if it works on the surface. We'll put it there anyway. Right. So I think that's our lander. That looks like our lander's starting to take shape. So what we're going to do is we're going to put the solar panels on the sides like so. That's good. So now we need to actually be able to land with this thing. So I need an engine. What I'm going to do is I'm going to set this to Minmus. There we go. And this should now tell me about the fuel and such that Minmus will require. So let's choose an engine first of all. I'm going to go with the Spark. No, I'm not. It's too small. I'm going to go with the Terrier. Yeah, that looks a bit more sensible with the little bracings on it. Right. And then I want some fuel tanks. So I'm going to go with these ones, these little external ones. We're going to put them around it like so. Right, that gives me an awful lot of vacuum delta V. Actually, that's quite nice. I could actually clip them and just have the bottom sticking out, which would look nicer. And I'm going to allow myself to do that. I'm going to allow myself to do that because I think it just looks cooler. And I'm not using all the space in here either, so I don't feel guilty. Don't make me feel guilty. Yeah, don't make me feel guilty. There we go. Yeah, that's nice. Because that then leaves us space to put our legs on, because we need our landing legs. Of course, we've got to have landing legs, and you know what? We're using the little ones. That's right. We're going to stick them on the side of there like that. That's beautiful. Using those. That's wonderful. Start retracted. Brilliant. Love it. Sorted. Yep. Right. So that's that. Let's see what we've got. We've got Delta V. We have. Let's have a look. We've got the fuel to go down. We do not have RCS yet, so we need to put some RCS on this. I don't know how much we're going to need, so we're going to go with 4 of these. Four of these little things. There we go. That drops our Delta V significantly, but that's okay. What's our mass, actually? 4 tons. That's a lot for us to carry. That is a lot to carry. I don't know if the carrier that we're going to use is going to be able to push that. But we will find out. We will find out. We will, by hook or by crook, we will know. We may have to send a rescue team. Right. Now we need the RCS little things, and I'm going to go with small ones. I'm going to go small ones, and I'm going to position them roughly where I want them. So there, and up here, I want them here as well. There we go. So that gives me roll 4 aft. Yeah, that's good. That's fine. Right. So there's pumpkin 1. Sorted. I should really put a fairing on it because, yeah, because it needs a fairing. So let's have a look. First of all, we need to put on a decoupler that is not the big one. So where are we coupling? I would like this one. There we go. That's nice. I do not want that to be shrouded actually, because that shroud's just going to get in the way. Solar panels. Do we have antennae? We could do with an antenna on the top, maybe. Let's have a look. What have we got? We've got a little folding out. Ooh, yeah. Actually, that's a good idea. Is that a relay? That's a relay. That's a little direct. Is it light? It's very light. That's not great. Let's go with these. We'll put 2 of these on. There we go. 2 of those, just for the giggles. There we go. Right. And then we need our payload fairing. We're going to go with, not that one, this one. There we go. And we're going to just squeeze this out and go up and go up. And then we're going to go in and done. And then this goes on the bottom. And that has more than enough to put it into orbit. Wonderful, superb. So this will be able to put it near to where it needs to be, and then it can dock and do all that stuff itself. Wonderful. Right. This is going to have crew on it, and yeah, I think that's us ready. I could put a little substage in here, and I am tempted to. I'm tempted to stick a stage from thingy. So let's see what that would look like. So if we go in here and we get the transfer sort of stage from Swede 4, we merge this. Right. What if what if I just took this here? Oh, actually this bit, I want this bit. If I took this, get rid of that, and I got rid of this, put it over there, and we stuck that on there. What does that do for me? Right, that gives me a first stage that's going to get me to pretty much to orbit, almost. This second stage here will then deal with my problems, I think. And I could actually then use that to push me out as well. That would give me an extra tank. Or I could just be sensible and remove the extra tank, do that, and then I could put these back where they came from, which would probably be the clever thing to do with that there and there. Just pull those back down to about there. There we go. All right, I think that gives us what I want the most. So we get into orbit pretty much with this, then we've got this whole stage here that can actually thrust us out once it's docked with the other one, and then we can land it. It's a big mission. This, it doesn't actually have to be this big, but I want to do the docking, and that's the issue, I think. So let us go launch these craft and meet them in the orbit. I'll come back to you when they are in orbit. Right, you find me just getting the second of our craft into orbit, and I had a little thought while I was doing this, which was what I should actually do is send them both to Minmus separately and have them basically dock at Minmus, because that would complete the mission. Slight problem, I haven't put the antennae on the one that is currently uncrewed. So what I might do is actually dock them in Kerbin's orbit, and then I will probably take them to Minmus, undock them, and then redock them again, I think is what's going to happen to complete some tasks and whatnot. But we will see, we will see. So this craft, I am just at the moment trying to get into a reasonable orbit. We did a reasonably okay sort of launch, but I'm trying to get it into a low orbit because the other craft is actually in about 100 kilometer orbit, and I want this one to sit below it. So we're just I'm trying to get it to be near its apoapse now, so I can just circularize this nicely, and then it just sits safe. It's almost in orbit, but not quite. So there we go. Get that to there. Little tiny bit of thrust. Take us to orbit, please. There we go. Right. So I think this craft's going to be doing the active docking. So let's have a look what we got. We have a scientist in Thiuli, we have an engineer in Mittler, and we have Robve, who's just back from delivering. Did he deliver something somewhere? I think he went to the moon. Did he? He's our pilot. So I was going to put some of the old crew on there, but I just thought, you know what, they're going to be potentially, I'm not sure whether they're coming back, whether they're all coming back, and that's not because they might die, it's more because I might leave them on Minmus with the rover. I think the scientist will probably go down, and Mittler will have to go down to do the repair work, so I don't know what's going to actually happen. Right, so we need to actually find our target. There it is, Pumpkin 1, set as target. Right, let's do what's the inclination difference? 0.5. I could probably work with that. So add a maneuver there. I want to go forward. There we go. Right, so this is a long way out, so let's keep doing that, keep doing that, keep doing that, keep doing that, keep doing that. Oh, these are close there. That's quite handy actually. Right, so because they are close there, we're looking at our second one, aren't we? So second intercept. Let's just try and get that down as much as possible. 2, 1, it's going back up again. Get that down even more. Okay, that's nice, that's good. Right, we are at 200 meters is not bad at all. Yeah, we'll go for that. I will accept 200 meters for a dock. Right, so go for that. That's going to be a few hours, obviously, just going around the planet.
And this time they're obviously just checking the systems, making sure everything's going okay. They've never actually flown together, I don't think, before. Definitely not actually the whole team like this anyway. So we'll need to turn that off on there actually, because we've got it on there. So we're going to position ourselves on the ball. Okay, I have the ball. Is that the phrase they use? Do they say I have the ball? Is that what they use? Or is that pilots? I can't remember. I can't remember what they do. Right. It's not much of a burn, this actually, so that's a nice handy one. Again, we're going to do this thing where we're going to do our initial burn, then we'll do a refining with the RCS just to bring it in line. And there we go. Right, so we are now within within two. So RCS and a little bit of forward and backward. Oh, we'll have that. Keep going, keep going. Am I getting closer? Oh, this is good. This is good. So we want to get nice and close, because it's going to be a nice easy dock if I get nice and close. Going into under a kilometre, under 900 metres, 7, 6, 5, under 4, under 3, under 1. Yeah, oh, that is really close actually. 25, 10. I think 15 is safe. I think if I went to 10, that would be potentially dangerous. Knock off the RCS because we don't want it firing randomly, and then we're going to come round to there. There we go. So we should then be able at some point, if we put this into a retrograde, there's our target, Pumpkin 1. It is currently not positioned how I'd like it to though, so once we actually kill our velocity, we'll actually jump across and we'll actually reposition it, because I think it's literally just come out of its launch. I didn't even actually reposition it because I wasn't sure which of these craft I was going to get to do the active docking. So I need to be aware of that. I could just go straight for the docking and not try and orientate it, which would lead to madness, but we will potentially do that anyway actually. Alright, we're coming in and we are going to skim it, aren't we? We're going to be we're within 10 meters, so we're going to be outside of its sort of radius, so we're not going to hit it, I don't think. But it's going to be tight. There we go. There we go. Right, set target as there. We're going to control from there. Right. Interesting. Okie doke. Let's spin the craft round, and I want it to be in the same orientation as this one. There we go. Is that about right? That seems better. That seems better. Yeah, that's better. Right. So then I want to rotate like so, and then get the RCS on. Right, I want to go back. There, like that. I want to go this way, like so. And I want to go down, like so. There we go. We're using a lot of RCS there, but actually, how much do we have on tank? Oh, we got a selection. It's not a problem. Right. Turn the RCS off a little bit. Reposition myself to match. There we are. And RCS off, on again. Right. Thrust towards. Thrust towards. Thrust towards. Thrust towards. Come on. Bit of a main engine actually. There we go. Not the main engine. Too much main engine. Go backwards, 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 go backwards. Two tiny RCSs. Tiny RCSs. Terrible, terrible tiny RCSs. Right. Too much. That was me over kicking it because I was being stupid. So you know what? We're actually going to do this the way that I should have done it to start with. Right. Spin it right round. Right round. There we go. Turn it up. We're just going to do this the easy way. I was trying to be clever, and that is not the way to get these jobs done. So let's have a look. You know what, the easiest way to do this is do that and then retrograde it. We turn the RCS off. Right, and then we're going to do that. There we go. And then we're going to reposition this thing in the normal as well. Okay, put it onto orbit. There we go. Now, if we had better tech, we could actually get these targeting each other, but I tend to find that makes you dance around each other a little bit. So I've actually started avoiding doing it because I just think it's a little bit annoying. Right. Are we below? We are below. So let's get our positioning right. RCS on. Go this way. And this way. And we can set to target. Right, we're coming in. How much have we got thrust wise? I want to get a bit more forward direction. I actually want to be going forward. So let's have a look. Is that going to happen? Just do that there. Tab it on. Right, we're now heading forward. So we do want to do this. We want to go there like that. That's it. So we're going to be heading towards it now. Okay, close. We are going in quite fast. Reasonably fast, actually. Hopefully we'll just about get it. There we go. There we go. Docked. Right. Now, we want to disable this. So we're going to shut down those engines because we don't want those firing. And we want to send this craft off to its target. Now, I am fine with using this fuel. So I'm actually going to do that. You know what? I'm actually going to transfer it. That's what we're going to do. Transfer that to there. There we go. Right. I'm going to set this up to go to Minmus, and I will see you as we get to Minmus, I think. Right. We are in the sphere of influence of Minmus, and I'm just preparing for our burn to, let's see, we're in retrograde already. We're just preparing for our burn into orbit, into capture. We're actually going to be in a highly inclined orbit, which is what we actually wanted, because we want to actually identify where this vehicle is and come down over it. Not ideal for rendezvous in the future, but we can work with that, I think. Although actually, is it near the equator? Maybe it is near the equator. It is actually near the equator, so we could. I think what we'll do is we'll probably drop down to an actual equatorial orbit, because that might be easier for our rendezvous later. Or maybe we will. Yeah, you know what? We'll drop our probe. We'll drop everything down a lower once we get down here. But we'll actually we'll probably take the lander out of orbit when it's in this polar position. I think we'll see. Let's figure out what to do. Anyway, let's do this capture burn. Capture. And then we can actually have a good look at where we are and what we're doing. We want to come in probably quite low down. I don't mind being low down around Minmus, because it is just such a tiny little body to be around. So we can just pull that down, and then about there. What's that? Yeah, that's not too bad. Right. Note to self: have we actually got crew reports from here? So let's actually do a little check. Have we got a crew report? Yeah, we've got crew reports. Yeah, I do think it'd be worth us sending some science team with a lab to Minmus. I think we could get quite a lot of science out of it. But yeah, let's have a look. So let's go to warp. No, not warp to next maneuver. Let's nope. Thank you. Nope. Thank you. Get rid of that. It's because that's there, isn't it? Warp there. Thank you very much. Right. So we're now going to get closer to Minmus. So our target is there. Interesting. Right. That is very. Is it close? Is that the unfinished lander? And then that's the zone I've got to take it to. I've got to drive it to that zone. Okay. So we're going to set as target. Right. Okie doke. You know what? Let's do a plane change here. We'll just we'll align planes with it, actually. Yeah, let's do that. Add maneuver, and then we're just going to this way or that way. What's this do? That takes it the other way. You want to go this way. Yeah, that's right. Okay, take it all the way. Take it all the way. Right, and then we want to retro burn this a bit as well. Is that right? Or a bit of that? Oh, that's an interesting path we've now developed there. Do this. I think what we've done is we've actually turned it. Start again, sea monsters. Right. So what I want to do is I want to turn this sideways. So we're going to do this, and then we're going to do this, and then we're going to do this, and then we're going to do this. That's better. That's how you do it. That's how you scienceify it. There we go, and there. That's 0.2. 0.3. Okay, so we just got to go up to like there. Oh, that's interesting. 0.2. 0.3. Why is it not? Oh, I'm going. Yeah, you learn, don't you? Right. 0.3. 0.3. 0.3. Nope. Go. There we go. Right, 0.2. That is okay. I'm happy with that. Right, so we're going to go to there. That's going to cost us 180, which we've got boogs and boogs of. That's interesting. What's this? What's his values saying? Why is it saying I've got so little? That's interesting. Right, so what we're going to do is we're actually going to transfer the fuel out of there into there. And I did this before we actually before we started traveling. I actually took some out of this transfer stage here, and once it's empty, we're going to dump it because we don't need it anymore. So yeah, I think that's about it, isn't it? Yeah. These are full. That's good. This is now empty. Do I have any need for RCS fuel? Yes, we do. Right. So we're going to actually see if I can do all of these at once. This used to really annoy Kerbal. Don't need that. So I want that one. No, I want that one. Right. Oh, don't hit the wrong button. Right, I want that one. That, and that. So this is going. Right. You know what? Do we need all that RCS? No, we don't. Let's just get rid of it. Right. Now I'm going to forget. I'm going to regret that, aren't I? So there's our little rubbish marker now. So we have lightened our load a little bit. You notice we've got tons of stuff in this. This has got a little bit of fuel in it. That's good. Right. This needs to stay deactivated, is it? Yep, good. Right, our next step is to do this maneuver. So we're going to go to the maneuver. There we go, get rid of that thing there. We're going to do this maneuver. We're going to put ourselves into this orbit, and then when we're nicely aligned like that, we're actually going to drop our lander down onto the target. I'm actually going to bring this orbit down as well. I want to just skim. I just want to skim it. So what we'll do is we'll do this maneuver first, and then I'll do another burn. And I could combine them, but it's an annoying enough maneuver as it is. So we're just going to put it there. That's it. Right. In 30 odd seconds. The burn is going to take us 17 seconds. Interestingly, when I was doing my burn out to Minmus, I got all manner of confusion. Maybe because the engines were facing each other, I'm not entirely sure. It said it was going to take 30 seconds, and it said it was flipping between a whole range of different numbers for no apparent reason. Even though I deactivated a lot of the engines so that I knew they weren't going to fire against each other, it was all over the place with its predictions. Right, apologies for the jump cut. I've actually we had a game crash in the middle of the burn to actually complete this this sort of plane change. So I've had to come back, and it started me before the plane change, before the maneuver was made, so I have to redo this. I've actually changed it a little bit. It's not actually as good a maneuver node now, but we'll do it anyway. So yeah, that was interesting. I have noticed on the newer versions of Kerbal more Unity crashes than previously, which is interesting. I had never actually seen a proper crash of Kerbal, and this is, hold my hand up and go, yeah, wonderful, I'm amazing. I'd not actually seen a proper crash of Kerbal. I don't know, for an age. Oh, and we've actually not detached this either. Oh, well, that's going to be fun because I actually want to. I want to get the fuel out of it and get rid of it. Oh dear. I guess we're going to do the burn anyway, and it's going to be really inefficient. That is annoying. Right. Let's try and do this now. Right, get rid of that. If I can get rid of this in time, we will do the burn in time. You can see, I've been having this odd issue with the down the bottom here. You see the burn times changing all over this place? It is not to do with transferring fuel. I should say this. This actually, if you round the video back, you'll see this has been doing it before I started transferring fuel. But there is something going on with the way the engines are set up. So yeah, that's interesting. I'm going to need to translate away from it a bit. Otherwise I'm going to hit it when I actually do the burn. So the node has passed. Oh, how wonderful. Right. Let's get that done. Right. Coming round, coming round. And here we go. There we go. What do we like? What do we like? 1.5. That's not brilliant, but it's not terrible. And the good thing is I can actually do a little bit of a tidy up over this side here. So what I will do is we'll just bring this down like so. Yeah, that's better. And we will do a little tiny, that's a descending node, so I want to go up. Little boop. There we go. What's that give me? No, don't want that. Okay, right. So we'll do that tiny little maneuver change when we get there. So we're just going to continue to do our little maneuvers. This is going to be towards retrograde, so we can start this maneuver. So you can see we've actually slimmed down. We got rid of that extra transfer stage that was there that actually ended up being completely pointless. We could have sent the two. I think because of the comms on this, we could probably have actually sent the two of these separately because I didn't sit down and do the comms calculations properly, but I think it would have been okay. But we'll see. We'll see. I mean, you know, you live and you learn. Right. We have gone past, I think, our target, so we're going to just do this. There we go. And I think, let's have a look at our stuff and things. 0.7. I'm going to reposition this orbital. I'm going to put it on the facing upwards is what I want to actually do. There we go. Right. There, right. So, what I want to do is when I get here, I want to go up. So we're going to do this manually and see if I can actually get it improved a little bit, just because I'd like to get it perfect and on target, shall we say. Right, about here is good. It's going down, it's going down, it's going down, it's going down, and done. There we go. That should be, yeah, perfect-ish. Right. Now, let's get some crew transferred around. So let's do some crew transfer. Transfer crew. We want to get rid of, no, we don't want to get rid of, we want to transfer over Mittner first of all to here. And I'm going to leave pilot in here. It's going to be the Michael Collins role is going to be Bob V, which means I might as well transfer the scientist down, because I may actually leave the scientist Thiuli on the ground for a while, and then we'll come and pick him up in the future. So there we go. That's done. Our fuel tanks are ready and sorted, and I think we can decouple. So here we go. Disable, wrong one. I do find it interesting that they've got double settings. Right, so you're going to sit there. You guys, get your landing gear down. Oh dear, no SAS unit. That's a problem. Right, change of plan. So we're going to have to put a pilot on there. Yep, we're going to have to put the pilot on there because I forgot to put a probe core in it, which is interesting, isn't it? And I can't even rotate the craft now, so let's get the magnetism up a bit. Just head me in there. I just need to get magnetism on it because it's got a tumble at the moment that is doing my head in. We don't have any stability on it. In fact, I wonder if I could actually just bump it in. Come on, come on. Yeah, you want it, you want it. Right, let's just try and get this right. This is annoying. Yeah, this is going to be problematic in the best of worlds. That would be the easiest option. Yeah, where's my scientist? Get out. There we are. We're just gonna do it the really lazy way, which is do not bother to dock the two craft together. There we go. There we go. Oh, sorry about that. Sorry about that. Yeah, go forward. F for grab, because that's logical. Board. Right. Bobby, get out. Let go. Get the backpack on. Thank you. Down a bit. Across. Right. Bob V, we're going in. We're going in. Let's go. Right, go forward. Down. That way, that way, that way. Up. Up, 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 up. Come on, let me grab. Grab. Thank you. Right. Get on. Board. That was difficult. Why was it so difficult to board? Right. This is problematic because I wanted to leave a scientist down there. Now we can't leave a scientist down there. Right. So I'm going to cut this episode here while I decide what the next step is. But from me, until next time, have a great one.